Many men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy, but he's not. Just look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton, whines like a baby, and is even afraid of birds. Dave Bautista and Jimmy Kimmel don't agree on everything, but they do see eye to eye on one thing: Donald Trump. And they're not holding back. Bautista, a former WWE champion turned Hollywood star, is calling Trump out for turning America into his personal fan club, making everything about himself. Meanwhile, Kimmel, armed with his late-night mic, is turning Trump's words into comedy gold, exposing the absurdity of it all with every joke. "Look at that gut, like a garbage bag full of buttermilk," Kimmel quipped. He sells imaginary baseball cards, pretends to be a cowboy fireman, and can barely hold an umbrella. From Trump's obsession with plastic straws to his bizarre rants, these two are making it clear they've had enough. But is it just entertainment, or are they trying to wake people up? Let's get into what they're really saying. Dave Bautista isn't the type to stay quiet, especially when it comes to Donald Trump. The former WWE champion and Hollywood actor didn't hold back during his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, making sure his words hit hard. Bautista, known for playing tough guys on screen, looked at Trump's carefully crafted image and called it what he believes it really is: a complete joke. "This is who people want running our country? Everything he loses is rigged," Bautista scoffed. When he won in 2016, he still claimed the popular vote was rigged. What a whiny little bleep. And it didn't stop there. Bautista didn't just criticize Trump's policies, he went after the very thing Trump prides himself on: his so-called toughness. "Real strength isn't about talking big or putting on a show," Bautista said. He mocked Trump's obsession with looking powerful and constantly needing attention. "He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton," Bautista joked, making it clear he sees Trump's public persona as nothing more than an act, and then came another jab: "The guy is afraid of birds." Bautista laughed. But the joke wasn't just about Trump's phobias, it was about exposing how the former president, who loves to act fearless, is actually scared of the smallest things. Bautista also slammed Trump for dodging the military draft, reminding people that while Trump talks tough now, he used his family's influence to avoid serving. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his little feet hurt so he could dodge the draft, Bautista said, highlighting what he sees as a major contradiction: how can someone claim to be a warrior for America when they ran from the chance to serve? For Bautista, this isn't just about the past, it's about exposing a pattern. He believes Trump constantly avoids responsibility while expecting others to fight his battles. Kimmel, on the other hand, kept things light but brutally funny. He cheats at golf, creeps around beauty pageants, pouts, throws tantrums, "No, get those lights off," and acts like a 5-year-old behind the wheel of a truck, Kimmel joked. He bends over for Putin, is more dramatic on social media than a middle school mean girl, and needs help walking downhill. "Almost there, Grandma." Then came the real message: Bautista wasn't just there to make jokes, he wanted to wake people up. He called on men across America to stop buying into Trump's image of masculinity. "Toughness isn't about yelling the loudest or attacking people on social media," Bautista said. "It's about showing real courage, taking responsibility, and standing up for what's right. And the best way to do that? Vote." Bautista urged people not to be fooled by Trump's show, saying it's time for Americans to stop being impressed by bravado and start demanding real leadership. With every word, Bautista made it clear he's not afraid of Trump. And he's not going to stop speaking out. Jimmy Kimmel has built a career on making people laugh, but when it comes to Donald Trump, his jokes often carry a serious message. In a recent monologue on Jimmy Kimmel Live, he spent an unprecedented 19 minutes, an eternity in late-night TV, breaking down why he believes Americans need to rethink their support for Trump. Kimmel highlighted Trump's recent Time magazine interview, in which the former president laid out his vision for a second term. According to Trump, he would launch a massive deportation operation to remove over 11 million people, use the military to build migrant detention camps, allow red states to monitor pregnancies and prosecute those who violate abortion bans, and personally withhold congressional funds at his discretion. He also stated he would fire U.S. attorneys who refused to follow his orders to prosecute certain individuals, consider pardons for January 6 rioters, and potentially refuse to assist U.S. allies in Europe or Asia if he felt they weren't paying enough. He even admitted that many people like the idea of dictatorship. Kimmel, never one to shy away from a punchline, quipped that instead of being Time magazine's cover story, Trump should be featured on the cover of Doing Time magazine. But this wasn't just another comedy bit, it was a direct plea, blending humor with urgency. Kimmel wasn't merely roasting Trump, he was exposing what he sees as a pattern of self-interest, chaos, and a complete lack of leadership. He pointed out that despite all of Trump's speeches, there's little substance when it comes to real issues affecting Americans, no concrete healthcare plan, no clear economic strategy, just grievances, personal attacks, and vague promises that never materialize. Kimmel argued that Trump's campaign isn't about policies but about settling old scores. His message was clear: if people are going to vote for Trump again, they should at least understand what they're signing up for, and then there's the bizarre battle over paper straws. Trump, a vocal opponent of the eco-friendly alternative, made plastic straws a campaign talking point, even selling his own branded plastic straws and declaring that paper straws suck. His reasoning? Paper straws fall apart too quickly, and plastic ones are simply better. But as Kimmel pointed out, plastic straws don't just vanish, they pollute oceans, harm marine life, and take centuries to decompose. Rather than addressing real environmental concerns, Trump turned paper straws into a culture war, portraying them as another example of liberal overreach. Speaking of things that suck, Kimmel also noted that Elon Musk was recently at Trump's side in the Oval Office, accompanied by his young son, whom Kimmel jokingly referred to as our 2-pound sign Musk. As Musk answered questions, Trump appeared less interested in the conversation and more amused by the presence of the child. Through humor, Kimmel delivered a stark warning. Behind the jokes and the absurdity lies a serious reality about the future of American leadership.